London. It's one of those cities that feels bigger than life. Old and new, beautiful and gritty, overwhelming in the best way possible. Hey, I'm Chris, this is Sarah, and that's Kramer, who's just happy there are so many pigeons here to chase. We've been overlanding our way across the Americas, and a few weeks ago we shipped our Land Cruiser across the Atlantic Ocean so we could start exploring the UK and Europe. Now that our truck is finally here, we're ready to get moving. Technically, we parked it at the airport because neither of us were really brave enough to drive through central London, but that's beside the point. There's just so much here. History, culture, markets, landmarks, and trying to fit London into one video is obviously going to be impossible.
Y'all absolutely came through and delivered. In our last video, you dropped literally hundreds of comments of England recommendations, actually recommendations for the entire UK, which was amazing. And we have read through every single one of those comments and taken note all over our Google Maps and documents, and now we're asking the same for London. If you have a favorite spot in London, whether it's a really touristy place, whether it's a lesser known place, one of our favorite things to do is to go explore just the neighborhood, see how the locals live, how does the city move. We're not really gonna get to do that in this video because London's huge, we're here with friends, and we only have a couple days, so naturally we're gonna see things like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and we're gonna eat a lot of food in this video. But we'll be back. We're definitely gonna be back in London in possibly just a couple of months, so please give us all of those London recommendations down in the comments below.
Oh, and before we jump in, we also want to say a big thanks to Going for partnering with us on this video. They helped us find an incredible flight deal to London, and we'll share more about them later.
Sunrise is at 5:08 this morning and it is 5:05. Yesterday we were in this similar area, jam-packed with people, as it should be. It's a huge, huge tourist place. And both Sarah and I kind of looked at each other like, how would you feel about getting shots early in the morning? And that's what we're doing. Far more peaceful and enjoyable, especially if you want to go inside, take the tours, do all of that. That's one thing. But if you're just trying to like see the outside and appreciate the architecture and just kind of move about, if you're able to, wake up at 5 in the morning when the sun's coming up and you can have the whole place to yourself. Yeah, there's traffic, but it's a lot more manageable to walk and see Big Ben and in Westminster Abbey. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to wake up and you're not going to look as great, but you have blue hour and it's beautiful out here. There's a fox right there on the ledge. It was hunting a squirrel, and now it's kind of hunting us. It feels like it's watching us, but pretty cool to see this grown fox just in the city right by Buckingham Palace.
A lot of people. Welcome to London, though. Buckingham Palace. This is one of those places that's just kind of surreal being. You just hear about London for so long. I've never been to London. Neither is Chris. This is our first time here in London. Yeah, it's like being in a storybook.
It's surprising how close you can get to Buckingham Palace. I mean, we've been to the White House in the States, and you can get way closer here, which is kind of crazy to me.
Gosh, it's so good to be here. It's just surreal being here. Like, I've always wanted to come to London. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to come to London and have tea, you know, it's just a cliche. So it's a little bit overwhelming. Like, I wanted to come here for so long. We're here. It's beautiful. I'm enjoying every second of it. But it's a lot happening. There's a lot of tourists. There's a lot of traffic. Even for a Saturday, you know, we walked out with our cameras and we were trying to get shots, and we're still trying to get shots, obviously. But there's just so much happening. You just want to kind of take it in. Like, this is your first impression. Like, your first time seeing, you know, Big Ben and Buckingham Palace and Westminster Abbey and like all these crazy famous sites you've seen in pictures for so long. And I wanted to be able to like sit there and enjoy it without taking a photo the first time. So I guess we both came out planning to get tons of footage today. Like, go ahead and start out the trip getting a lot of stuff ahead of time and then enjoy it with our friends once they get here. But I don't know if it's going to happen because we're just kind of like soaking it all in and just sort of Hate to be gawking and everything, but just kind of standing there like, whoa, we're here.
It's this place that we've read all these stories from, like Sarah said, Peter Pan's from here, Mary Poppins, Charles Dickens, Paddington the Bear, Harry Potter. Sarah
I've never read Harry Potter. British people, don't judge me, or Americans. Anybody, please don't judge me on that. I haven't really wanted to, nor was I allowed to as a kid. But now that I'm an adult, I think, but prior to coming here, I actually thought maybe I'll finally read Harry Potter. But then we got here, and the number of Harry Potter stories, instantly I'm just like, I don't know, I can't do it. It's just a little bit too much for me.
So if you can, leave it in the comments below. Tell Sarah, hey, you need to read Harry Potter. Or tell her, no, you're right, just don't get on that train right now.
Y'all give me your honest opinions. Tell me if I should read it or not.
This place is sort of magical. It's where like stories come alive, right? And so it is very overwhelming being here on the stance of, yeah, there's a lot of tourists, there's a lot of people. We understand that. But it's also, oh, wow, we've seen this. We've read about this place. We've seen this on TV. James Bond, Sherlock Holmes. You see all of these different things, and now you're here. London is definitely their version of New York City, but I would say politer, maybe.
They're more polite. I don't know if they're nicer. People in New York are rude, but they're also really nice. Here, I feel like they're polite, but they also really just like don't have the time of day for you. Maybe it's the same, but just different. They just sound so much nicer.
I think that may be it. We think that they're nicer and politer, but really it's just their accent making them sound nicer and politer. It's us, Americans,
Terrible accent.
we don't have a good accent, but them, they do.
Welcome to Borough Market. Today we are doing a self-guided food tour through this market. This market is over 1,000 years old. It has been in the same place, and in the 1700s, they actually made the market official. I guess it took them 700 years to decide, hey, this thing's been here, it's not going anywhere.
Today we're eating a lot of food, and we have our friends Silas and Kaylee with us. Kaylee came to Costa Rica and hung out, and she decided, hey, I like you guys way too much.
Okay, heck no, I'm out.
So we're gonna eat and try as many food stalls as we can, but let's be real, there's a lot of food happening here. This place has been in business over 1,000 years, and people come here, they'll get groceries, they'll get their meat. It's not just food stalls, but you can do some grocery shopping. Honestly though, it's really busy. It's 12:30 on a Sunday, and this is what the crowd looks like. A lot of people. First up, the ginger pig, currently standing in line. Jeez. They're closed on Mondays. Sunday was our only time here in London. We had to do this. If you could come here when the crowds aren't this busy, I don't know if they are this busy all the time. All the research I did, I knew that it would be busy, but man, this is a different level.
First up, ginger pig, sausage roll. You gotta try it. It's pretty good. What do you think? Really good flavor in the sausage. Very greasy. So much sausage. It's like really peppery and flavorful. It's good and warm. It's cold outside.
That is a heck of a sausage. The dough is actually pretty tender on the inside, and the sausage has a nice little spice to it. Not over. It's not spicy.
Look at this crust. It's like all flaky. A scale of 1 to 10, 8.
I'd give this probably a 7. It's a heck of a sausage. It is a meat place, so you go in there and you pick whatever meat, but this is crazy. So Silas had a really good point about this meat roll. Silas, would you like to explain?
I think if it was significantly longer with the same amount of meat, it'd be significantly better. It's just a little bit too much meat for the amount of bread on there.
Just to give you clarity, Sarah has picked around the bread, and now we just have this hunk of meat just laying here.
Sorry. I don't even like sausage that much. I just devour that sausage roll. We should have not started with that because I filled up on the sausage roll. All right, so the sandwich is from the Black Pig. The sandwich is called the Best, and it is a pulled pork sandwich. Good baguette bread. It almost looks like sourdough. Anyway, it's got, what all do we have here? Pulled pork, cheese. There's a lot of flavors happening.
I filmed this entire thing talking about the sandwich and what I thought about it, gave it a 5 out of 10. Sarah filmed it in slow motion. Anyway, Silas is going to break down his thoughts on this sandwich and tell you if you should stand in line for this.
So this is the best one, and it's fine. It's not as interesting as I expected it to be. It looks really, really good. The presentation is great, but it just wasn't very salty, wasn't very interesting. Still solid, not bad. I think Chris gave it a 5. I think I'd agree.
It's just okay. It's an okay sandwich, and that's fine. It's not the worst, not the best, just kind of right there down the middle. Not sure it's worth the line. We're gonna go on to the next sandwich because we did get something else from the Black Pig. It's the honey truffle Parmesan cheese. Here we go.
Looks about identical to the other one, which is fine.
It does. There's just one in there.
That one is better than the best one, which is ironic. It has a lot of truffle flavor, and it's kind of sweet, the honey, and that adds the interesting flavor that I kind of was hoping the other one had. So I'd give that a 7.
So when we decided we were going to ship our truck to the UK, we knew that going back and forth from the UK to the States and back and forth all the time was going to get really expensive. So what we did before we even left home is we set up an alert on our computer with our Going account to get notified every time there's good deals from the USA over to London, because that's where we're going back and forth from all the time.
And with a little bit of magic and some time, their flight experts found us a great deal from Atlanta to London. It did take a few days for it to start rolling in, but Going finds and vets all of these deals by actual real human experts. So here's the crazy part. If you're part of the free tier, the limited tier plan, you get domestic flights within the US for free, and you get those deals all the time. But since we upgraded to their premium plan a while back, that's when we can start getting the international flights too. It's hands down the easiest way that we've been able to save hundreds of dollars on flights, and especially if you know where you're going, all you have to do is just wait a few days and they'll send you notifications, whether it's email or through their app. Look, we love Going. It's changed the way that we've traveled. We've saved so much money just by using them. Click the link down below to sign up, or you can scan this QR code. I think I'm gonna put it right there. And sign up for the free limited tier plan. It'll send you the domestic flights, test it out, and then when you're ready to do some international flights, or if you really want to start saving deals, upgrade to the premium. We can't recommend it more. We love Going. They've saved us hundreds of dollars, and they're pretty cool people. All right, click the link, sign up, let's do it.
Got 3 donuts. Alright, I got the salted caramel honeycomb chocolate velvet, and then Sarah insisted on the creme brulee.
Yeah.
Salted caramel honeycomb.
She just went in for it.
Oh gosh! That was so gross.
But like, get some of that. Yeah.
This looks disgusting, but it's probably because it's good. Oh, that's sugar overload right there.
But good sugar overload.
Good sugar.
Yeah.
My mouth is watering. I want it. But Chris is making me talk about it first. So this is the creme brulee donut, which we heard their most popular one. So naturally we had to get it. There's something in there. I can feel it. It's heavy. So we're just gonna go for it. It's good. I think that one's better. I just ate a lot of that trying to get to the filling. I like the toasted, kind of tastes like, you know, the creme brulee, like, reminds me of like the outside of a marshmallow kind of thing when you burn it, but it has that custardy on the middle, lots of sugar. Oh my goodness, that's very nice. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's not as good. It's good, but what makes it special is the crunchy bits.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that's not most of it, so it's real good.
I'm just gonna go for it.
What is it?
What is this? Go from the top? Which is the top?
This. Like,
You want me to go for the chocolate bit?
Yeah, just like go.
What is it?
It's a chocolate donut. I think it's number 3. I think the honeycomb is the best, followed by the creme brulee, and this. This is a little more traditional. It's good. The filling kind of tastes like chocolate pudding because it's chocolate custard. So it's not my favorite.
Silas is lactose intolerant. He just took a big bite of the chocolate one, so it's gonna be a fun day today.
So this is the Greedy Goat, and it's an ice cream stand that's here at Borough Market. But what's different about it is that it's ice cream made from goat's milk.
It's not as icy as it looks.
Oh,
It has like a really
like an aftertaste.
interesting aftertaste, like the milk.
You taste the goat's milk. It's really like
Yeah.
warm tasting. Does that make sense? That's good. That's really nice.
The ice cream.
Warm, but it does. It kind of like spreads across your palate. Like, I don't know. That's disgusting. I know.
This is my first time ever having goat milk for ice cream. It's really minty. It's very good. I give this, I'm gonna do a 7 because it's a weird animal, goat.
This is the classic. It's custard from the Crumble. I'm realizing, I just said this a second ago, I'm realizing now that there was also custard in our donuts. So we're all gonna take a nice, really long nap after this. But this is the one that has, it's their traditional one. It has apple, cinnamon, and hot custard. It's good. Well, that's really good. It's like apple crisp.
It is a crumble.
10 and 10. That is probably the best thing that we've had all day at this market. Fight it out in the comments below. What do we miss? Because we missed a ton of food. There's 4 of us. We can't conquer everything. So let us know, and then we'll probably come back here.
I'm very full and very tired. I need this wall for support now. We had plans of going to all these other places after this, and we all just kind of looked at each other and said, let's go back to the hotels and take a nap because we're all absolutely exhausted. It was good. One thing I really like about London is that their parks, they have several really nice large parks. This is Hyde Park, is that it's not finely manicured. Like, I don't know, I guess I expect all the grass to be well trimmed, like very short, and everything to be like hedges and clean cut. But no, it's actually very, it's like open pastures. It's just lovely. So I really like that about London. Even in Buckingham Palace, or at Buckingham Palace, St. James Park, it was the same way, where I guess I kind of expected it to be like really well manicured, and it had wildflowers and the grass was left long and it was clean. It didn't look trashy. It just looked very relaxed. That kind of surprised me. I like that.
I don't think there's any amount of time that would ever really feel like enough here. A few days in London is like skimming the first page of a really good book, maybe even a hint of what's coming, but you know that there's so much more waiting if you just keep turning the pages. It's a city that somehow feels both familiar and totally impossible to figure out. Old stories you recognize, new ones you stumble into by accident. And as much as we love to linger, wander, and eat our way through every corner, there's more road ahead of us. So for now, we're packing up and we're heading north. But knowing us, we're going to be back here in London soon enough. If you have a favorite neighborhood, a cafe you swear by, or just a good reason to come back, let us know in the comments. We're adding every recommendation to our list for next time. So thanks for tagging along with us in London, and we'll see you in the next one. For behind the scenes and extra content, you can head on over to our Patreon community. Otherwise, be sure to follow on Instagram or like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.